Hi there, Abby here. Welcome to day 5 of the Ignite Your Sales Challenge. I really hope you've enjoyed the challenge. We are so close to the finish line. Just one more challenge for you to go. Now after today, I'm going to be sending you a survey because I'd love to get your feedback and your honest feedback. What did you enjoy? What did you not enjoy? What can I improve to help other business owners when they also take the challenge? So if you can spare just a couple minutes to complete the survey, I would really appreciate it. Now on to today. Today's challenge is about existing clients. Now I always get people coming to me saying, hey Abby, how can I win new clients? And that's great, we should always be doing that. But in parallel, we also need to be looking how we can leverage existing clients. So let's take a look at the research for the moment. Research has shown it's 50% easier to sell to an existing client than to win a new customer. Research has also shown that attracting new customers will cost your business 5 times more than keeping an existing customer. So the research is pretty clear that leveraging existing customers is going to be quicker, easier, cheaper than generating sales with new customers. And as I said, we need to do both. So today I'm going to take you through 3 different ways that you can leverage existing clients to increase your sales. But what I want you to be able to do is pick just one of the 3 ways that resonates with you the most and then look to implement that in your business. So let's look at the 3 ways. The first way is to look at refresh cycles. So if I give you an example, when I worked at IBM, one of the products that I was working with typically had a 3-year life cycle. And the sales process was quite long to target those clients. So typically I would want to look at clients who had had the product for about 2.5 years, ready for that 3-year refresh cycle. So if I was looking for more business, that was where I was going to go immediately by looking at my records, looking at who bought 2.5 years ago and start working through that process. Now, this can be much more simple. You look at your day-to-day items that you're using. So take your shampoo. My shampoo might last me 8 weeks. So at the 7-week point, I might be putting it on my shopping list. How can you target me to make sure that I make a repeat purchase and I don't just buy what's on offer that week at the supermarket? So that's what we need to be thinking about. Whether it's a product or a service, if it's a service and take insurance policies, they're a classic. At the 1-year point, they're going to be coming up for refresh. You should be getting a phone call in about 11 months to see if they can lock you in for another year. So think about those refresh cycles and does that apply to your business? And how can you effectively be targeting people at the right time that they're going to be buying? Now, the second way that we can increase our sales using existing clients is to look at complementary offerings. Now, this is the whole classic McDonald's, do you want fries with that approach? Now, let me explain what I mean. So what I mean is, if someone's going to be buying your product or service, what is the complementary side-by-side product or service that they also need? Let me go back to that insurance example a minute. Whenever you would have probably renewed your insurance last, say your car insurance, you would have probably been asked, hey, what other insurance policies have you got? Have you got household insurance? Can I quote you for that? Great example of a complementary offering that they can offer you. More basic example, if you go to buy shoes, most of the time when you're in a store and you're buying your shoes, they ask you, do you want the shoe polish? Do you want the waterproof protection? Do you want the shoe brush? There's all these complementary offerings, and they might be in that example lower value, but hey, that's a sale that you wouldn't have had. So if you can increase your sales by 10% through complementary offerings, that's a win. And we're looking at no-brainer items that those people, they're going to be buying them anyway, so they might as well be buying them from you. And they don't necessarily have to be something that you manufacture. So if I take the shoe polish example, if I buy my shoes from whichever company, they probably don't manufacture the shoe polish, but they will be making a margin and reselling it on. Again, if that person is going to be buying the shoe polish anyway, they might as well buy it from you and you get revenue that is a no-brainer. And even if only 1 in 10 clients say yes to that complimentary offering, you will be amazed at how much you can increase your sales by doing this. Now, the final option is looking at upsell. Now, this can be done, again, product or services based. So let me give you a couple examples. There are so many people in services, let's take consulting, who go above and beyond the scope of service. And they are continuously doing this for their clients and they're not getting paid for it. So is there a premium offer, a VIP offer, a platinum offer, whatever you want to call it, upsell option that you can provide your clients? Now, we're looking for quick action here and quick ways to increase our sales. So you could even gauge interest from your clients with a bit of a pre-registration process. So hey, in September, we're going to be launching this new premium offering. Register your interest here or by replying to this email. That is a great way as a minimum viable product to test the demand within your own client base. Send out that email. We're launching it in September. It's going to be fantastic. This is, some of the details. Email me back if you would like to be on the wait list. Brilliant. From your perspective, there is zero work required except for that email, but you've just tested the market as to whether there is a market opportunity within your existing client base for this upsell option. Now, from a product perspective, we also see this in our day-to-day life. Take going to the supermarket. Whenever I go and buy cereal, you'll constantly look at the family size box that's next to it. That'll be, better value for money, but it's an upsell because I wasn't going to buy that big, large family size box of cereal. I was going to buy the smaller one. But, the pricing and the offering is attractive, so therefore it becomes that irresistible offer that, well, why wouldn't I? Because it financially makes more sense. So we can upsell in various different ways in products or services. Now, the important thing here is that we're trying to take some quick action to gain some momentum and ignite our sales. So let's look at the actions from here. When I was talking about these three, which one of the three really stood out to you to go, oh yes, I can see how I can do that in my business? Now pick that one. If you want to take the other two and put a placeholder in your diary for a month's time to revisit them, 2 weeks' time to revisit them, that's fine. But for now, so that we get some quick action and we master one of these, pick which one it's going to be. And then plan out in your business how you can do your minimum viable product to test this opportunity. Is it by sending that email to say, this is launching soon, register your interest? Is it by doing a survey to understand the market opportunity? Is it by pulling your customer database report or looking at your spreadsheet, however you manage your customer system, to understand who bought when and picking up the phone and calling 10 of them? So it's going to be slightly different for each one of these, depending on which approach you've taken. So refresh cycle, as I said, would be either phoning or emailing, ideally phone, clients that bought X amount of time ago. Complementary offering would be looking at, do you have anything yourself in your own toolkit, or is there a partner, coming back to our partners, that we want to leverage? Maybe one of those partners that you met with earlier this week, you might want to sell their offering. And then upsell. Is there a logical upsell that you can offer? And again, get that email out today. Why not? To test the opportunity. Launching soon, coming soon. I know someone who's had on their profile, upcoming author of a book, for probably about a year. And so we can all do that. We can all test things that are coming and test the demand before we go and invest all of the time and effort in doing it, to only see that actually our customers don't want it. So pick which one resonates for you. If you've got questions, because I appreciate this one's going to be a little bit more specific depending on your business, ask your questions in the Facebook group and I'll come back to you about your particular circumstance, your particular business, and I'll give you a hand and help you out. So take action, spend your time picking which one it is and how can you test it immediately. What can you do today to test that and start generating some sales? Thank you again for joining the Ignite Your Sales Challenge. I genuinely hope that this has helped gain some momentum in your business and that you can now see a path forward and you've got some activities to continue with. Like I said, I'm going to be sending you a survey because I would really appreciate your feedback so that I can constantly understand, how else can I help serve you better? How can I help serve other business owners who are coming into the challenge after you and continuously improve this process? I'm also going to be sending you an email with some details about my online course that I offer. Now, people fall into two camps at this point. Some people at this point will say, that's fantastic, this 5-day challenge has really given me some momentum, I've really enjoyed it, and I know exactly what I need to be doing over the next couple of weeks, and I'm good. And that is fantastic. That is a fantastic outcome for me if I've helped be a small part of your journey. Now, for other people, I get contacted at this point and I get asked, how can I work with you further? And if you fall into that camp, then I'm going to be sending you the details of my online course that I do, and that might be an appropriate next step for you in your business. Either camp, whichever camp you fall into, I hope this has helped you to ignite your sales, and it's been a real pleasure working with you over the past 5 days.